Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing this gorgeous Gorgita day? How are y'all doing? Today we're gonna go shop and we're gonna buy some shit. We're going to Ross. Dress for less. Ross has glam. Ross has makeup. They have skincare. They have so many different things. I've been to Ross or done a Ross video. I looked at on my account and it was 11 months. So we have to go and see what we got here, what the vibes are giving, sister. I love playing Jane from the season of Drag Race because she like talks in this very funny cadence. It's very like dragged out. So yeah, we're gonna go shopping and we're gonna spend some coin. I'm gonna spend all my money so you don't have to. And we're gonna see what from Ross is worth the coin, what's worth the money, what is worth the vibe. That sounds inappropriate. But yeah, you guys, that's what today's video is going to be. As always, if you guys don't like this video, if you guys don't like me, please don't fucking watch it. No joke with that. If you guys do like this video, if you guys like when we go out and shop, if you guys like the gays.
If you're gay, stand up. If you're straight, go home.
Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. But yeah, let's go shop. Manny out in the field has fully activated. We have made it to the beauty section. Beauty, aka belleza in Spanish. Oh, a shoe. Oh shit, I'm blocked in. Oh fuck. Excuse me. It's pretty clean. I will say, like, it's not a disaster in here. Okay, we have clearance. I'm gonna dig through. We're gonna find some things. They have the most annoying alarm going off right now. I cannot even tell you. Like, it's literally piercing my fucking ears. I found this, which I thought was kind of cool. This Beauty Treats palette. It has a lot of shit in here, so I'm kind of intrigued by it. I'm gonna get it. Oh my god, you guys, it's the ugly headband from TikTok. It's the ugly headband from TikTok. Oh my god, should I buy it for fun? It looks like shit. Okay, so the way Ross does this, they do it in like a way obviously to prevent theft, but it's very annoying for a shopper because you have to go through like literally everything to just try to find and dig for things that you genuinely could like for yourself, right? So I will say automatically I see some really sickening things. We have some Hourglass Ambient, some Jaclyn Cosmetics Accent Light highlighters, more Jaclyn Cosmetics. We have Too Faced. I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna look around and find some stuff that could be worthy. Do you know what I find really, really weird though? That I have not seen here yet? Beauty sponges. You know that's an issue for me because you know at these stores I have to buy at least one. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. Welcome to our 33rd annual Hunger Games. Thank you so much to Manny out in the field. Thank you, Diva, for all that you do for us. So we went in. I miss Ross Matthews. We really did. We bought as many things that I haven't tried as freaking possible. I ended up buying up the whole goddamn store. That wasn't meant for you to see. I'm just gonna put it all on the desk. Oh no. Don't mind me. By the way, I'm so glad to report that I did find a pack of sponges. Jessica Simpson sponges. So the entire Ross was riddled with Jaclyn Cosmetics because obviously it makes a lot of sense. The brand was liquidated, so they're of course going to get rid of a lot of the products. They're going to go to the retailer stores like the Rosses, the TJ Maxxes, the Marshalls, things like that. So I ended up looking out and I bought every one of these I could find. These are the Jaclyn On Point pencil sharpeners. I always lose my pencil sharpener, so I bought these for only $2.50. I ended up buying two of those. I feel like I laughed like Plankton right now from SpongeBob. It's so funny because for some reason I thought they had the big hole as well. I couldn't remember. But they have just a little hole, which is great because that's all I really ever use. I swear to God, Jessica Simpson, if your sponges do not give me life, I'm going to freak out. I will say in comparison to a lot of the other stores I've been to and like, you know, when I like to do these videos, Ross had a lot less options, but some of the options were really sickening. So it was strange. Like there was some really great options that I was like really happy to get, but there was fewer of them. So maybe it was more of like about a quality over quantity thing. You guys, I will say the sponge feels nice. Jessica Wild, it feels good. Hold on, okay, let me go wet this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm definitely eating my words because this feels lovely. I'm so glad I grabbed it on my way out. You guys, I saw it last minute and I was like, oh my god, a sponge. And I ran for my life. I mean, and that trio was only $4. I ended up using the one that has like the Real Techniques knockoff one. That's the one I ended up grabbing. The other ones don't feel as nice. This one feels a little harder. This one feels soft too. But this one feels feels the best. But for $3.99, still totally worth it. They didn't have foundations that I could have tried. Like, they didn't have any that would even fit my skin tone, not even close. The foundation that I did see was like the Laura Mercier foundation. Like, I was literally like, what the fuck? Like, they had good stuff that just didn't really necessarily apply to me. Like, they had like the Jaclyn Cosmetics ones, but it was like in Deep Rich, the Skin Perfectors. So they had nice things. A lot of them just didn't apply to my skin tone, so I couldn't, you know, I could only do so much. Like I said, there's no foundation and there's no like primer, so I'm gonna do a quick foundation and quick priming really quickly. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna use these, the e.l.f. this little e.l.f. hydration, and then mix it with these little bronze drops. I just got these bronze drops from e.l.f. and they're honestly so slay. I'm not gonna lie, they did such a good job. They are giving dupe the house of Drunk Elephant, let me tell you. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of rose gold mixed with moisturizer. I'm gonna say, first and foremost, these are extremely pigmented. So a little goes extremely long way. Maybe I wasn't meant to use it with this moisturizer. Make sure you really blend that into the skin because these can get patchy. Usually, like most bronze drops kind of do if they're not blended in well. I'm using the shade Rose Gold because my pure gold one is in my gym bag. And then I'm gonna put some foundation on. I recently got the new face bonds by Urban Decay. I love them. I think this foundation is so sickening, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's so good for like combo oily skin like me. Girlies like me with that kind of skin, I am totally living for Miss Face Bond, let me tell you. Isn't that nice? It's so lovely. It's such a lovely foundation. Like, I'm genuinely like very into Miss Face Bond. So I did have some really good finds that I was like, oh, I'm really happy I snagged these up. So I have these two little palettes. I'm just gonna show you some of the stuff I got as like a mini haul. I grabbed this little palette from Laura Geller. This is the Blend Away Rosy and Rustic eyeshadow palette. Not sure what it's gonna look like, but let's pray. Because like they're in those little boxes. I don't know what everything looks like. I don't get to open it beforehand to see. So I'm just gonna hope and pray that it turns out to be good. Ooh, this is lovely. This is such a pretty little neutral palette. This little neutral 8 pan. Oh, this is nice. I'm actually very impressed with this. I like that. That is really, really cute. I also grabbed one from Too Faced. This is the Let's Play. Smells like bubblegum palette. It's like a little pink one that looks like a little... I can play my Genshin Impact on here. And this is what the little palette looks like right here. It's like a pinky toned color story. I don't really smell bubblegum. I don't smell it. Imagine I only don't smell it because it's expired in the house. Okay, I also grabbed the Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer in the shade Honeygram because I wanted to bronze with it and I thought it would be kind of nice because it kind of looked like a shade from the photo itself. I literally was just trusting this photo so much. I'm like, if this could be a bronzer, that would be great. I don't think I've ever used the Ethereal Lights Born This Way concealers. Have you guys tried them? Do you guys like them? That might be too dark. You know what? I think I spoke too soon because that looks absolutely gorgeous. It's a little warmer than I usually like to go, but like honestly, that's kind of nice. Because I only got this for how much? 15 bucks. Because they're pigmented as hell, but they're not so pigmented where it's like overwhelming. And they blend easily because it's concealer. Whenever I put bronzer on my forehead, it really shocks me how pale my scalp is. I gotta say, I love it as bronzer. I really do. I think it looks so stunning. This is what happens when you have a fucking hair transplant and it's like, yay, and I love having it, but at the same time, it's like, damn. I gotta say, this concealer as bronzer is absolutely a win. Okay, ready? So look at it. I put some on, do a couple taps. I'm kidding. I like that. If you're my shade or anywhere near my shade, and we're wondering if you can use it, I think you could. This is in the shade, again, Honeygram. So I got this product too. This is the Love Swipe from Kaja. This is a lip mousse, but I thought I could use it as my blush, my cream blush. Oh, that's a little dark for me. You guys, I think it's a stain. Nope, that's a terrible idea. Not that looking literally gorgeous. You guys, I'm a magician. It's actually really nice. It gives me this really beautiful airbrushed finish because it's a lip mousse. It's to be like kind of matte and it doesn't disrupt my foundation at all. Pre-concealer. That's so lovely. Consider me surprised. Consider me, I didn't know I was going to come up with these concoctions and these spells and potions. But here I am, slaying the day. They're really cushiony and matte. No wonder they look so blurry on my skin. They're almost stain-like, but they're not like staining. Let's use some concealer to get my face together in the center. So I'm gonna take a little bit here. They didn't have any concealers, my shade, by the way. So I'm just taking my little classic trusty Hourglass. Where's my Jessica Simpson sponge? Oh. And now let's take Miss Jessica and see what she's giving. Is she giving us a blend? Are we happy with her? Miss Jessica Simpson, kind of devoured. We're gonna facelift today. I need the facelift. Okay, you guys, so I got this Face Defender Matte Defiant by Mally Beauty in the shade Universal. I've used Mally Beauty stuff before in the past, but it's been so long, I cannot remember. Like, I just don't remember a lot about Mally. I think that they were like a big QVC brand. Wait. Okay, it's completely clear. It's a putty. And it did make my finger extremely matte. I will say this is actually kind of fascinating. I've not seen this anywhere. So we're just gonna literally bounce it everywhere. And we're gonna put it just in the porous areas right here. I do see a difference actually. I definitely see a difference. And it did make my pores smaller. I feel like this is straight silicone. It definitely is taking away my shine. It's mattifying me quite hardcore. And I definitely see the difference. I don't think I can like get away with setting my under eyes with this. I think I will definitely have to use powder to set my under eyes. But I definitely do see a blurry effect immediately. So I gotta give him props on that because it totally worked. Didn't expect that. Don't think I've ever used a product like that. I feel like it's actually probably even better with a finger, to be honest, than it is with this little sponge. But when I just put it on my nose right now, it completely disrupted my foundation. And now this whole section just got lifted off. So I don't know. I'm going to have to play with that a little bit more. I don't know if I'm into like the straight silicone putty. So moving right along, we have this Beauty Treats palette that I ended up buying. I just thought it looked cool. And I like that they had so many options. It's an all-in-one face palette. And it was only $8. When things are super inexpensive like this, it makes me have less faith. I don't know why. It just kind of gives me that effect. Like I just have a little bit less faith in something when it's like 10 powders for $6. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Should we just watch a few? Because I'm just curious. Like, let's say this one feels so soft. Really powdery. Well, I do feel like we can make this work because even though they're powdery, they're very smooth blush-wise. Let's do maybe this like apricot right here. Okay, it goes on the brush. And then a little bit of this one. This darker apricot, I guess. That's so pigmented. And because we have that base down already, I feel like that actually looks quite nice. I think it could be a little bit patchy. Like it's not the best in the entire world. But honestly, if you're in a pinch and you're in a bind or you don't have as much money to spend, it absolutely works. Let's take a little bit even more of that peachy color and see if that can be translated on. And it can. Like it totally can. We can make it work. Not the best blushes in the world, but definitely usable. I wanted to use one of these highlighters, but I also have this highlighter from Jaclyn Cosmetics in the shade Iced. A mini iced highlighter. You guys, I thought it was so cute. I had to get it. It's baby. And I liked iced highlighter a lot. I remember loving that color. So I had to snag a mini. I'm gonna take a little bit of iced. Yeah. The mini ice is taking me out. I didn't even know they did minis of these. Had no idea. It's so fucking cute. They were not kidding when they said icy. Let's just say that we've definitely looked better. Yeah. We also got this. So I didn't know that they had these there. This was the Sephora for only $3, bitch. This is the Sephora contour, an actual contour from the Sephora collection. It looks like it's going to be literally gray from just the coloring itself. So I'm really excited to try it out to see if it gives us a little bit of a shadow because I already have bronzer on. We open this up. And for only $3, bitch, come on. I didn't know it was like cadaver gray. I thought it was going to be like a gray brown. Feels lovely. It looks scary in the pan, but maybe by some Christmas miracle on the face, it's going to give. We're going to take a pointy, fluffy brush and just not apply that much. I will say a little bit goes a long way. You don't need much. And it will give you that little gaunt effect, that shadow. It's a little too gray. You know, I'm more of a neutral girly, as you guys know. Should I try it on my nose? Like, today's a video of experimentation, so it doesn't really matter. It's not like I'm gonna go anywhere after this. I feel like on the nose, we could be onto something here because we're supposed to kind of give that shadowy effect. You know what? On the nose, I'm not mad. I do feel like it's actually giving me a little bit of a nose contour. Like it's just really giving me shadows. I feel very 2016, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep this. A lot of these I'm like totally not gonna keep and I'm just gonna like get rid of. But some of these I'm gonna have to keep because they're kind of sickening. Like so far, definitely gonna be keeping like the concealer as my bronzer, that cool toned shade, iced. Like a couple of these things I definitely want to be keeping. Based off of the cuteness, you know? Just some powder bronzer to blend in that contour. I feel like that'll look a lot better. It's the jury's still out. The jury is still out. So let's move right along, guys. Let's move on to brows. I got this brow product, which I've never tried. These are the Too Faced Brush On Hair Fluffy Brow Gels. I grabbed two because I didn't know which one my shade would be. I grabbed soft black and medium brown. So let's try these out. I haven't tried these. These are only 10 bucks. Not saying that only 10 bucks, like as if it's not a lot, but like only 10 bucks in comparison to the original price. I believe the original price is what? Like 25. Let's see which one works for me. Soft black. Kind of gives gray. Okay. I'll do one on each brow. Medium brown. So we're going to do one color on each brow and see which works best for me and my dark ass hair. Also, there's crazy fibers shooting out of it. Absolutely ridiculous feral little fibers. So we're gonna put this through. Oh, yep, I like medium brown. They're very pigmented. To be honest, I like when my brows are a little bit lighter than my actual hair color is anyway, which is why I tend to go for more like the brown, medium brown territories. You guys, I actually really like that, and I feel like it just gave me a really natural fluff. I'm actually really scared for black, actually. Soft black is, I don't think it's gonna be my journey. I feel like that matches my hair more, I will say. It gives me more of a defined hair match, but I just genuinely like the medium brown one more. I don't know what it is. I just like that lighter effect. But I think these are really cool. Like, I like that there's fibers on them. I like that it gives me more fullness without it looking too out of control. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the black one, this side, or do you guys like the medium brown more, that side? But I think medium brown is definitely gonna be my shade. Like, medium brown is my girl. She's me. I'm medium brown, as I'm literally alabaster. All right, girly pops, let's get it together. Let's go with Miss Laura Geller. This is the one I'm the most intrigued by. I thought this is a pale girls palette, by the way. This is not a palette that's gonna be like fits everyone. This is for the literal pale ass bitches only, exclusively even. I'm gonna go with the shade Seashell. I'm gonna go in with the shade. I'm gonna go in with the shade Seashell. I'm gonna go in with the shade. I'm gonna go with the shade Seashell. Okay, that shade is working gorgeously. It's very, very, very light, by the way, but I'm building it up and it's building nicely, and the shade is actually working quite well. So that is not bad. I think the issue with this palette is that there's not a lot of dimension with it. Like, these three shades here are kind of like, bitch, why are they all in here? You know? Coral, Dusty Rose, let's mix these. You can achieve probably 2 looks with this palette. And that's it. I just feel like you need to build these a lot, to be quite honest. I don't know, they're not as pigmented as I was expecting, because it looked, I'm like, oh, this could be good, but it's not giving like I thought it was going to give. Which is gagging me because Laura Geller like has great stuff. I like the shade Rust. Rust is barely darker than the lighter shades. This little bitch right here is not giving, it's not giving boots, it's not even giving socks. Should I do a little bit of mauve shimmer on the lid? Damn, that feels like shit too. It has this really weird film over it. I like this color though. I will say I do like this icy lavender. Like, it's kind of a cool shade. I do enjoy that it's giving icy lavender, but there should be way more depth in the shades, and they're not pigmented enough to get away with such few shades, if that makes sense. Maybe, is there anything in Let's Play? Should I go in with this plummy tone? Will it give us some depth? Not necessarily depth, but it's definitely darker. Too Faced, thank you for coming to our literal rescue, because I was scared for a second. Like, I was a little scared. Before I do the other eye, I'm gonna use a mascara that I got. This is from MAC. This is the Extended Play Perm Me Up Lash Mascara Volume. So we're gonna try that on this. I wonder if this is gonna give me like a really good curl. And you guys know, like, I'm a struggle bus with a curl. So I'm gonna curl my lashes real quick to give them a fighting chance. I already like the Extended Play Giga Black Lash, so I'm hoping that this is gonna be fierce. I usually use the other one for my lower lashes, not necessarily my upper lashes, but it's quite nice and fan-like. It's actually very flary. Let's see if the lash drops. I'm sure it will, but I know it's gonna be good for the lower lashes though. I know it! I mean, my curl's not falling as fast as I thought it was. For a non-waterproof mascara, I'm actually quite impressed. Let's see if I do a second coat. Will it fall now? You know what? I'm gonna do my other eye off camera, and we'll come back to see what happens with the lash if it falls. If it doesn't, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, the other eye is complete. This is what it looks like. This is what the right looks like. I don't feel like it really fell. Like, quite impressed. Imagine this is waterproof as fuck, and I have no idea. And I'm just literally in complete and utter shock that this non-waterproof mascara is keeping my lash up like as much as it is, because it usually like falls quite immediately. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty quick fall from grace, if you will. It's a pretty quick fall from grace. I feel like right now, when I went to Ross, they actually had like some Eyelure London lashes, and I really like Eyelure London lashes. So I just wanted to show you guys. They had like the luxe, like the dramatic ones. But the cool thing about these is that you can like trim them and make them like outer corner lashes if you don't want them to be so dramatic. But I grabbed 2 of the pairs. I'm not gonna put lashes on right now, but I grabbed some of the lashes that they had, and they were only $2.99. $2.99 for these big ass, sickening ass lashes. Let's do lip and be absolutely completed. But I grabbed this melted liquid lipstick from Too Faced in the shade My Type. I am not sure. It looked like a nice soft rosy pink, which is right up my fucking alley. So let's see what it's giving. I love the shade. Okay, that shade is actually quite stunning, I'm not gonna lie. Let me add a little bit of lip liner real quick. Okay, and this is the lip with the lip liner on. I've just had a little bit of milk tea from Lunar Beauty. It's funny because this is a really matte lipstick, like matte the house down. And I'm not really used to matte lipsticks like this anymore. Like I don't really wear liquid lipsticks that dry fully matte. I'll do a comfort matte formula or like a demi matte formula. That I'm all cool with, but this is so matte to me that I don't really enjoy it anymore. And I was kind of like, oh, maybe I'll like it or I'll enjoy it and like it'll be like great, but I don't love the consistency. They just feel like dry on my lips, you know? Like, I don't know, it feels dry. I love the way it looks. I think it looks really blurry and very like soft focus on my lips, but I don't like the feeling and the texture. So this would be good though if you needed like lipstick to stay on all day. Obviously, liquid lipsticks are great for that. And if you're wanting a color like this, My Type by Too Faced, really great option. How much was this? This was only 12 bucks. So pretty good. I think the formula is nice. And that is all the goodies I had for today's video to try out from Miss Ross. Ross, she did get us together. She did gather us. There wasn't as many options as I would have liked, but I feel like a lot of the options I did grab, I really, really enjoyed. Like there was some that I'm like, hell yeah, this is amazing. Some that were like absolute not, complete flops. Floppiana, Dupree, the third. So I didn't love some, and I did love some. So I'm glad. There's definitely products I'm going to be keeping just to like play around with more and see the vibes. But a lot of the other ones I'm probably just going to give away. But I think that we got to a good spot. Like it's not terrible. My face isn't terrible, but it's definitely looked a lot better than this. I feel very much like a janky version of 2016 glam. Yeah, I hope this gave you a little bit of insight of some products. If you guys want to go to Ross or wherever it might be, those retailer stores, if you see these, you know, I would say avoid some of them and snag a couple of other ones that are actually quite great. That's it. Hope you guys had fun watching. Have a great rest of the night or day, wherever you guys are, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. I love you. Mwah. Thank you so much to Manny out in the studio. Nope, I'm him. Okay, Miss Jessica Smith. Simpson. Okay, concealer is blended out. Here are we looking. Why am I drinking a Celsius at 8:43 p.m.? It's me, Jessica. What the fuck? I said holla. Oh, not well.